Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of A to Z of EPR. In the last two episodes, we have already dealt with the categories of EPR and the liability of EPR, like on whom it is applicable. Let's move to the third episode. So here in the third episode of A to Z of EPR, we will be discussing about the post requirements. You have taken the registration, but what will be the next step? Let's discuss about the annual return. Yes, you heard it correct. Annual return is a process. If anyone have taken the EPR registration once, they have to comply with the annual requirements till the lifetime or the time they require the certificate. So let's divide into categories, like every EPR has a separate requirement. For example, if anyone have taken the registration under EPR for plastic registration, the compliance is annual. Say for example, EPR for e-waste or for EPR for battery waste, the compliances will come in the form of quarter return as well as annual return. So with every EPR, there are different types of return which a producer or a PIBO need to comply. Now coming on to the next phase, like if anyone is filing the return, what are the key aspects they have to keep in mind? The first key aspect is the credit transfer. The party or the PIBO or the producer in any category of registration have to check whether there is any target involved or not. Target in the form of liability, the liability in the form of credit points which they need to procure from the market. The second aspect comes with the document filing. Like if you have taken the registration in the past financial year and you are eligible for annual return compliance in this financial year, then while filing the annual return, we have to upload the past year data also, whether it is in the form of sale or in the form of purchase, depending on client to client basis. So we need to keep these two things in mind. Whenever you are filing the annual return, the first thing we have to consider the due date. Annual return must be filed within the due dates. If you are missing the deadlines, there is a heavy penalty as well as environmental compensation cess involved in that. Secondly is the credit transfer. We have to check the files whether credit transfer is involved or not. If the portal shows there is a certain target or a credit to be transferred, approach the registered recycler who got registered in the respective EPR portals and get your credit transferred. Or you can approach a third party also who can do it on your behalf. And the third part is documentation. Make sure that you upload the correct data while filing the annual return, because whatever you upload, your next year target will be divided or decided on the basis of the data as well as the past year data. So these are the basics which we have explained about the annual return filing and the compliances. In the next episode, we will try to cover the more detailed discussion about this EPR subject more, whether it is credit transfer, whether it is annual return filing, or whether it is registration, so that you can have a basic idea regarding EPR. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.